Welcome to the XR210 robotic vacuum cleaner. This is a maintenance video and a setup video. First of all, we're going to set up our vacuum, and you're going to need your remote control and your XR210 vacuum. We're going to key the remote control to the vacuum. By doing so, press down the OK button in the center of the arrows on the remote for 4 to 5 seconds. Then turn the unit on the side. You'll hear 2 beeps. That means your remote is now keyed to the unit. Now we're going to set the time and the days of the week on this unit. By doing so, we're going to press Tuesday on the remote where the clock is. Press Tuesday and the weeks will flash on the clock. Today is Thursday, so I'm going to press Thursday and it'll say week 5. That's which day it is today. Thursday is week 5. That'll show up here beside where it says weeks. Now we're going to set the time on the unit. By doing so, press the right or left arrow and the hours will flash. Move the up and down arrow on the remote will change the hours. It is now 10:35, 10, and I'm going to move the arrows over. The minutes will flash, and I'll set this to 45. 10:45. Now press the OK button. Now your time is set. So now we have the week set and the time is set. Now we're going to set the days of the week for the unit to come out and automatically vacuum. By doing this, just press Monday on the remote, and the top clock here will be flashing. You'll see the numbers 1 through 7 on this clock, and that's the days of the week you're going to want this to come out. Whatever day you want this unit to come out, just press the day on the remote and it'll show up on the clock. This unit here is set for 7 days a week, and now I'm going to set the time for it to come out at just by pressing the arrows, just like we did when we set the time. The hours will flash. I'm going to set this unit to come out at 9 a.m. So 9 o'clock, we'll move over to the minutes, set the minutes 00, that's good, and press OK. Now this unit's set for 7 days a week to come out at 9 o'clock. We've set the time and the days of the week. This unit is now programmed to come out 7 days a week at 9 o'clock. Now we've set the time, set the programming. What we're going to do is a little bit of maintenance on it now. Turn the machine off on the side, turn the vacuum over, and you'll see a beater brush and a brush bar. Same as on your regular vacuum cleaners. We want to clean these every couple of weeks while this guy's running around in your house, just to keep it nice and clean. So there's a tab on your right hand side here. Just push the tab forward and lift it up, and you can pull out your brush bar and the beater bar. Very easy to do, folks. Pull off the rubber caps off the ends, and you'll see there's a little stainless steel bearing here. You'll see hair and debris that collects up here every once in a while around the bottom of the bearing. Just take a sharp knife and cut the hair away and pull it off. Once you've accomplished that with the beater bar and the brush, simply put your rubber caps back on, push them back onto the end of the brush bar and the beater bar. Lift the hatch. There's a keyway on your left hand side here, you'll see it. The beater bar goes in first. Just turn the beater bar until it locks into the keyway, and then make sure the rubber cap fits in the 2 grooves on the right hand side. Do the same with the brush. Just turn it until it locks on the keyway, and then push down into the grooves. Now push the tab down until you hear it lock. Perfect. Now we have our brush bar and beater bar nice and clean. Now we're going to do our baseboard brush. You're going to need a Phillips screwdriver, which I have here, and there's a little screw in the center. Want to go counterclockwise, undo the screw. There we go. And pull straight up with the baseboard brush. You'll find little hair and fibers around here also. Just clean that out. Make sure there's no hair and fibers in there. And you can wash your brush every once in a while too with just soap and water. Turn it until it locks on the keyway. Put the screw back in. And clockwise to tighten. And just snug it up, folks. We don't need to over torque that little screw. And that's good. Now we've maintained our brush, our beater bar, and our baseboard brush. Now we're going to do the front wheel. There's a little rubber wheel on the front of the unit. Just turn it towards the front like this. Grab it with your 3 fingers right by the rubber wheel and pull up. And the unit will come right out. You will find hair and fiber in here also. Just clean that compartment out and wipe this off. And then reinstall the wheel. Just put it back on and push down. It'll lock in. Now your wheel's done. Now that is a basic maintenance service on this vacuum. You can also take out these 2 screws and these 2 screws here with your Phillips, and every once in a while you can pull these right out and clean underneath them also. Then just reinstall the screws. That's it for the maintenance. Turn it back over. I'm going to show you where the hopper is, this is a bagless unit, so we call this a hopper. Press this button here at the back and pull straight out. Now we have our hopper unit. This is where all your big dirt is going to accumulate in here. And then on the bottom here, you'll see this plastic panel, see-through panel. That's where all the fiber and small dust mites, everything will collect in here. You'll see a pull tab here on the side. You can just pull this open. And there's your HEPA filter inside. This just easily pops right out. You can wash this in the sink, let it dry in the dish rack, or blow dry it with a blow dryer and stick it right back in. You get an extra one in the box, folks. This filter will last about 6 months of washing before it starts to, to fall apart. There's another one in the box. You can get them online also from our store if you need any more, and that simply pushes back into the bottom. If you notice at the top, there's another little button right here. Just give that button a press. Out comes the HEPA filter motor. You can actually stick this whole unit right in the dishwasher and wash it up if you like, but do not put it in the water with the motor in it. Please take the motor out. It is an electronic part. That just simply fits back in. Push it in. You'll hear it click. Now the motor's back in properly. Just reinstall that back in the bottom of the vacuum. That's the simple maintenance for this vacuum cleaner. You'll notice, like I said before, it has eyes all the way along the front and along the bottom of the vacuum for stare avoidance, and so the vacuum sees where he's going. Make sure these lenses are wiped every few days just so the dust doesn't build up and he can see where he's going. That is basically the maintenance on the XR210. I'm going to show you a little bit of the options that this vacuum has. In the box also you will find 2 extra baseboard brushes, just like this. You'll find the extra HEPA filter, and there is also the comb. The comb is for the brush on the bottom. You can comb out the hairs off the brush, roller brush on the bottom with this comb if you like. That's also in the box. Comes with a double-sided 3M sticky tape, and this is for his home base. This is what his home base looks like. You'll find that in the box also. You can apply this tape to the bottom of the unit or on the back of the unit and stick it right to the baseboard. This is where the XR210 vacuum recharges his battery. This is his home base. Place this in the center of your house. So when he's charging, he will go right back to this base. This is also in the box. This is the wet mopping pad for this unit because he does do wet mopping. It's a little plastic unit with a microfiber cloth that you can see here, and this is Velcro. Simply soak this in your favorite Murphy's oil or whatever you use on your hardwood floors, or just soap and water for your regular linoleum floor and tile. This will hold a lot of oil in this microfiber pad. Let it soak for a couple minutes and then just reapply it onto the Velcro. And then you want to turn your unit over, and this simply snaps right onto the bottom, right below the squeegee here at the bottom of your brush bar. There's 2 plastic clear clips, and just hold it straight up, push down, and then fold it over and it'll clip. That's the wet mop. Turn it back over, place it in your kitchen floor, and folks, this is the virtual wall. This unit is also in the box. This doesn't allow the vacuum to go by this beam. This will shoot a beam out, and the vacuum will not go past this beam into the next room. So when you're wet mopping in your kitchen, please put this in the doorway, folks, if you have carpet in your living room or dining room, so the vacuum doesn't carry the wet mop onto the carpeting. Put this in front of the doorway, and he will not enter that room. That's a simple maintenance video and setup, and basically that's it. Welcome to the XR210 robotic vacuum cleaner video. Thank you.